heavy metal atrajo la atención del mundo por primera vez en los 80. Quiet Riot llegó al número 1 y prácticamente todas las bandas con sus carismáticos líderes y una balada pegajosa llegaron a conseguir un gran éxito. Pero no se suponía que el metal fuera lindo y muchos chicos llegaron a resentir la imposición de ese estilo.
For me, it was more about the music than getting laid. I'd rather have a great riff and a great song and feel good about it than just have my...
Y se organizó la resistencia.
Rechazaban el brillo y enfatizaban el mal como Sabbath y hablaban de violencia como Iron Maiden.
Este movimiento era el thrash y 4 bandas rápidamente llegaron al estrellato. De Nueva York, Anthrax.
We enjoyed playing fast. We wanted to go faster. That simple. Let's go. What can we do?
De California, Slayer.
You can only write and embellish upon things you know about, and I'm a big horror movie fan. Boing, you know, and I gotta kill people.
De Los Ángeles, Megadeth.
It was actually getting it on your guitar. Like it or not, we exposed the United States and the rest of the world, for that matter, to this type of music.
There's only one thrash band around that I know of, and that's Metallica, which they're playing tonight at 7:30, and I suggest that everybody gets down here right now to see the best thrash in the United States of America!
Y los líderes de la revolución, Metallica.
With the exception of 3 godfathers of metal, Sabbath, Priest, Maiden, possibly the next most important band in the last 20 years, as far as metal is concerned, is definitely Metallica. What Metallica did was combine new wave of British heavy metal with punk. You ended up with an American Motorhead to some extent, and the kids were relating to them because they were different.
Every time they came out with a record, it was just miles ahead of where everybody else was. Whatever combination they had, I think, between Lars and James, I mean, those two are, I mean, they're the Mick and Keith of metal.
Lars Ulrich y James Hetfield eran 2 chicos con pasados diferentes que compartían la misma pasión por el metal hardcore y odiaban lo que el glam ofrecía. Juntos organizaron una revolución detrás de las líneas enemigas, Los Ángeles, California.
It was 1982 and Motley Crue had just put out Too Fast for Love. I remember one night out in front of the Troubadour, we're standing there in our Iron Maiden t-shirts, and it was like, after a couple of, you know, cold sort of Schlitz malt liquors or whatever, it was like, you saw like Nicky and Tom, it was like, Motley Crue. I remember like Nikki Sixx started chasing after me, and the one thing I could do, because, you know, 5'6" of me, I could like run faster than he could in his 16-inch platform boots, so it wasn't a contest there.
LA just didn't treat us well. We had this aggressive style, and I recall at the Troubadour, there was a security guy throwing chairs at us, you know, at sound check, going, "Get out of here, you punks." You know, they thought we were punk rock, you know. We'd be up on stage playing, and people were fluffing their hair over at the bar. And that's not what music was for us. We're going to play louder. We're going to play faster. We want some attention. So really, all the posers in LA helped develop our style.
This one is gonna kill all the fake people out there, all the posers.
Let me tell you, we go way back with Metallica, Rat. Because at the time, our drummer was rehearsing with Lars. Those guys hated what was happening. But I remember back then, James like, "Dad, we won't play with them. Those guys, Dad." And it was like, "Whoa, why? Aren't we all one happy big metal family?" No. They're the next breed.
It was like, here we are, there is no bull playing what we feel and playing what's in our hearts, and we don't give a what we look like or smell like or play like.
Metallica tenía la actitud y la ambición, pero en Los Ángeles lo que no tenían era un público. Demasiado punk para el metal y muy metal para el punk. Eran ridiculizados o ignorados. En 1983, cuando el metal pegajoso ya estaba en las listas de popularidad, la banda se mudó a San Francisco. En ese año, Metallica lanzó su disco como un reto para las bandas glam de todos lados. Su título, Kill 'Em All.
We were gonna call the album Metal Up Your Ass, but the damn record companies would not take it. So I want you all to repeat after me. Metal Up Your Ass!
Their first record was as metal as you can get and with more attitude and this and that, and everybody's been influenced by it.
I bought Kill 'Em All by Metallica going through the import section in my vinyl record store, and I picked it up and I turned around, I go, these are the ugliest humans I've ever seen in my life. I have to buy this. I think like James had like a wart on his cheek and Lars, and I go, man, this is definitely not a glam metal band.
Thank God for Metallica. They were the best thing of the 80s, I thought. Brought it back to the spirit of Sabbath. You know what I mean? It's like if we started it, then they reinvented it.
La antorcha había cambiado de manos y durante los 80 Metallica lanzó sus discos clásicos. Aunque no pudieron superar a Motley Crue ni Poison en ese tiempo, lograron credibilidad. En 1988, cuando las bandas de melenudos desaparecían, Metallica fue nominado para el primer premio Grammy de Heavy Metal.
I'm Kurt Loder back with another Grammy report. And one of the biggest names making its TV debut tonight is Metallica.
I mean, it was just mind-boggling. Sitting up there and looking at, Stevie Wonder sitting down there and, Michael Jackson and, it was just like, wow.
El metal estaba por tener un lugar en los Grammys. ¿Y el ganador fue?
Jethro frickin' Tull wins. Jethro Tull has never been a metal band. At that point, I don't even think they were really a band.
It didn't dent the evening at all. It was more like a week later when the storm and the backlash and all that was like, Metallica got robbed. After hearing, 500 people tell you that and reading in every, magazine and newspaper and publication, Metallica got. It's like you're sitting there going, we got.
That sort of cluelessness just continually haunts heavy metal. And there is still, amongst a lot of people in the press, this elitist attitude. Heavy metal has never, ever been given the respect and credit it deserves. And in some ways, it's probably what makes it so near and dear to the people who love it.
Heavy, la historia del metal.
You knew you were going to get a show that was very unpredictable. And if there was something that got under the craw of Axl, he would tell it.
We never know how we're going to end a show. If we're going to do an encore or if I'm going to get pissed off and leave. Because something always happens at the end of a show.
La historia del metal.